One of the most high-profile cases in the country heads to the Supreme Court today. It's about transgender rights in sports. So let's go live to Scripps News Group's Joe St. George, who's been tracking this closely. Good morning, Joe.
Well, good morning. This is as divisive as it comes. It doesn't necessarily impact Colorado because Colorado is not one of the 29 states that have a ban in place or attempting to put a ban in place on transgender women from participating on women's sports teams, girls' sports teams in the case of high school sports. But the ramifications here for transgender rights are across the country. Just oral arguments today. Won't get an opinion until likely the end of May, end of June. Usually the Supreme Court likes to wait until early summer until some of these high-profile cases get an opinion. Technically, today's oral arguments, which get underway in about an hour or so, are out of Idaho and West Virginia. In the case of West Virginia, a plaintiff, a transgender teenage girl who recently finished in top 3 in her high school in her high school disc throwing contest. She is suing along with her mother the state, trying to block a ban from going into effect, telling the Associated Press that everyone should have access to sports. But not everyone agrees with that sentiment, including the Trump administration. They're standing by the states who are trying to put these bans in place or hold these bans in place. President Trump signed an executive order last year banning women in men's sports. That was the title of the president's executive order. He called this issue crazy last week during a speech at the Kennedy Center. Again, one of the more divisive issues of our time. UCLA Law School estimates there are around 122,000 transgender teenage athletes in this country. So that gives you some perspective of how many people would be impacted here. Conservative-leaning Supreme Court, 6-3. Conservatives have the advantage. That doesn't guarantee an outcome here. It's been a bit of a mixed bag on transgender rights at the Supreme Court in recent years. The Supreme Court has protected transgender Americans from firings in recent years, but they've also upheld state bans on gender-affirming surgeries for minors. So one of the big cases we'll be watching at the High Court today.